Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Wednesday, August the 23rd. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. Sometimes you're smart, sometimes you're stupid. Part 3. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and from Walmall's. Walmall's on the line. Walmall, were we smart or were we stupid this morning?
I don't know what I was this morning. I'm probably a little bit of both, which is
Yeah.
probably all of us when we look at our trading day. But I'll just go and lay it out there. I was stupid in this sense, and that is that all week I've just been in this, you know, malaise, lack of whatever. Don't want to go and bring anybody down with my own negative energy here, as people call it. But I haven't felt it to go trading. It's like I didn't trade Monday, I didn't trade Tuesday, and it was like, come on, get off your butt and let's get back to work here, you know. So I went and traded today, and so that was the dumb thing. And I found myself that I should have listened to my first instinct, and because I got out of all my trades, I'm profitable for the day. I'm a few pips away from making core for the day, but I'm 2 hours in. Normally, I make core within the first hour, not the first hour and a half, but I'm now almost 2 hours in, still haven't done it. And it's just because I'm just not doing necessarily any stupid things as much as I'm just not reacting quick enough, and I'm just not reading the market as well as I normally do. So I would say that to me, looking at this is sort of like, it's pretty stupid to be trading on a day when you're just not there, and there's nothing going on in my life where I'm down because of that. I just feel tired. I just got a bunch of things going on. I'm going on vacation next week, so of course the honeydew list is 3 times longer than usual for the week. So I'm probably thinking about that and all the work you got to do. It's 100 degrees here, out on the in West Georgia where I live, and with what seems like about 75% humidity. So it feels like a billion degrees outside. You can't do anything outside, but that's my respite. By the way, sir, we just hit 34, which is where I know you had your TP
Yeah,
for that
and
trade.
yep, and it just took me out.
But and so that probably adds to it. And I had to work outside yesterday with all that heat and everything, and it's just I'm not used to working in heat like that, and so so probably all those little things just add up. So here's the thing: was it smart to trade today? I guess it's smart because I put money in the bank, but at the same time, it wasn't smart in the sense that I just knew I just knew that I was off, and so it was much more difficult than it needed to be, because if looking back at the chart, I just spent the last 5 minutes looking back at the chart and all my trades, and it's sort of like, on a good day, yeah, I still would have taken the same trade. I still would have gone. I moved both trades I got into trouble with. I moved my TP out of the way of being taken out, and which is fine. That's not a mistake in terms of my rule set. But what I would have also done was when it did go against me, on a good day, I would have actually gone in the other direction and ran it down, and then gone in at the bottom of that move down and gone back up, and I just was not in. I just did not have the mental facility to be able to go do that today. So, again, I didn't do anything wrong, but at the same time, I didn't do everything that is right. So is it smart to be trading today? I would say no, it's not. That was my mistake for today. That was why I didn't smart. That's why I'd say trading today was not smart.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, I mean, yeah, I guess, some things about the professionals, it's like they still go to work when they don't feel well. They don't have a
Well,
choice, I guess.
actually, let me go and actually tell you a little story about that. If you go onto a professional trading floor, and the first thing they do is the floor manager will actually go and interview every single person one by one, and just get a sense of where they are, psychologically for the day. And if the manager has any feeling whatsoever that the person's not there, they bench them. They bench them for the day. So, they have to go in, but they don't have to trade, and they'll actually do that to protect the overall assets for the firm. So, maybe we ought to take a page from that book.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard something about that before. That sometimes they give them a little psychological test or something like that.
Yeah. Some people they actually give them an actual test. Other people, they're so good at reading people that they're able to just go in and just by talking. And sometimes it's sort of like, okay, they're a little bit over humorous here today. You know what? They're going to be a little bit risky. So you know what? Maybe I don't want to bench them because sometimes you get your best trades at that. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to limit their capital for the day. I'm going to limit the amount of damage they can get themselves into, but at the same time give them the ability to trade. And so there's all these firms they got all this stuff out there because they've got one thing and one thing alone in mind, and that's to make money. And if that means benching, TRO or benching me, for the day, they're going to bench us, because, the reality is the guy who's next to us who didn't have a good day yesterday, but is now seems like he's on top of his game. He can make more money than you and I combined.
Right.
And so that's what they do. And I got that from a friend of mine. Unfortunately, he's passed on, but he was an old-time trader, and he traded on the floor at the New York Stock Exchange. And he said that was just how they did things out there. So talking about trading smart, trading stupid. So what did I do today that was not so smart? It was stupid. Well, one we've already talked about. The second thing I did was on my first set of trades, what I did was I got a rule that if it goes against me, what I'll do is I'm willing to go into a second position when I'm down a little bit, somewhere between 2 and 3 pips. And the reason why is because more times than not it goes down and it comes right back up. And I have my position size set at a point where I'm trading where I have enough gunpowder to do that. Don't recommend that to do that if you're trading, at the top of your ability to trade. So let's say you're allowed to go trade one lot, and you took a one lot trade, and you don't go and do that if you already traded one lot. But if let's say you're allowed to trade one lot, but you only went in with, a quarter position. You went in with, 0.25 lots. Well, then you've got the room to go and do that. So you can get away with that and do it. Well, I did do that, and that was okay. And what happened was price came right back up and actually got to about, not where I wanted to get in terms of pips, but it got to where I wanted to go and what I wanted to take out in terms of profit. And guess what I did? I didn't get out, and then it slammed down on me. So that was the dumb move of the day, and I was stupid at that point in time, and on a good day, if I was thinking right, I wouldn't have done it. I would have just gotten out, taken my money, and just said, okay, that's money in my pocket. If this thing continues going, that was a buy. If that thing keeps on going to the sky and keeps on going up, I would have been upset, but at least I would have had money in my pocket. No, I had to go do that, and I came very, very close to where I had to go bail out because I was approaching my limit on how much I'm willing to lose on any particular trade. And it was just a foolish thing to do. And, maybe part of being smart would have been, okay, you're not doing everything exactly right for the day. Keep yourself reined in a little bit tighter. Maybe you don't take that second position, or more importantly, if you do take the second position, you get out. You take what you can get immediately and just be happy with it. Don't look for those additional pips that you can sometimes get.
Yeah, that would be smart.
But that's neither here nor there. That that's what I did that wasn't so smart today. And of course, I had a second set of trades. I've only been 2 sets of trades for the day. And of course, the second set of trades was almost, we always go and say, what is trading? Rinse, wash, repeat, well, guess what? I did the exact same silly, stupid thing again. The only difference that, one was a set of longs and the other one's a set of losses, not a set of losses, a set of shorts. I think the first set was shorts and my second set were longs. And it was just the exact same thing over again. In fact, if you take the two of them and you put my trades up on a chart, you could go and take one and invert it and lay it right over the top of the other one. It's the exact same silly, stupid thing. And it's like, man, that was really, really silly. That was really, really stupid. And not only did I do it wrong the first time, but I did this exact same thing wrong the second time. And you know what? I got blessed today because, I could have gotten beaten down not once but twice, but I came back and I've made, like I said before, I'm only a couple of pips away from making core for the day. I could have been beaten down bad. And so, that's the whole thing about this trading game. It's a game of discipline. More than anything else, it's a game of discipline. And I was not disciplined very well. I was not very disciplined today. And, that's what got me into trouble. Luckily, like I said already, I was able to get out, but it could have been, I could have actually had a 4%, loss of account today. Luckily I've got, what do I have? About 0.75% gain.
Yeah.
But it could have gone the other way.
Yeah, for me, you probably heard Walmall right when we started the video say, hey, it just hit 34. I was within probably about 5 pips of hitting my loss limit for the day. And it's like, well, and then right before the video, I had taken about half the position off. I took off a bunch that were in profit because it would go up to, I think it was hitting like 22 or something and then reversing. And so then when I think it hit 30 and then it hit 30 right here and then it reversed, and right around here I took half the trades off for a small profit and then the others were in loss, and then it came back down, and then I added one position right around 25, I think it was. And then I set my TP for break even +1 and at 34. And then we went to make the video and I just waited because see, it's right back to 34 again. It's one of these things where it's like I know a lot of times I'm my own worst enemy on the front side, being that I'll get into a trade, it'll go against me, and then instead of waiting or I'll start to take more trades thinking that I see something. And then on the backside, when those trades little by little start to go in profit, I'll start to take them off, and had I only just waited, then it would go ahead and hit it. So that's why we have stop losses. So if we're really wrong, we get stopped out. And that's where the market structure traders seem to have it down, where they don't have to live and die tick by tick. But one of the things I was doing, there was a 3-ball right here, and the at the time H4 was red, and we just got a new H4 top of the hour 2 minutes ago, and right here H4 was red, and you get a 3-ball and H4 red, you better be you just keep looking for shorts until you see a couple of 3-ball pushes to the bottom. But you know what? Fastest 15 minutes in trading is over. So I hope you guys are trading a little bit smarter and less stupid, because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.